But knee surgery. He did not get these cut to appropriate size. So if you'll notice, we line this up pretty near to the bottom, about where it should be, and we are sticking out the far end at the top here by 1/8 or a little bit more. Let's find a pencil we can try to mark that. How's Kruger doing? Look how clean the garage is. There's so much space. There's no light, but there's space. So, what we need to do before we can start assembling anything Moose has been pretty bored, but he's okay. So, that's going to be an interesting one. Want to make sure we cut off enough that when we assemble the boxes, we should have a little bit of room. Which means we just need that little bit, about 1/8 of an inch cut off. So, what I'm hoping we can do is fuss up a stop block somewhere. And that is going to be interesting. What we'll have to do instead is slide the saw over a bit. Well, it's not sold yet. So that's about how it's going. All right, move that over there. And then hopefully we can use this as a proper stop block. Oh, need to move a little bit more further out. Not gonna get much further than that. Okay, good. Now we can slide this out until this has to come up a bit. So we want that to be a proper stop it block at the right distance. So we'll set that distance. Want to cut off about 1/8 of an inch from this, there. We landed on 989. All right, so that should be a block I can push this up to and get about 1/8 cut off with. And that's the hope. Now, let me undo that. Hey, Blue. Do that. And then we have to flip that over this way. And that is not lining up the same distance. So, either my block isn't working or Santa didn't cut these square. It could be either. Let's find a measuring tape. There's one in the house, and we can check that on some of the ones that haven't been cut. About in the middle. I had to think about that one for a second. Here we go. Well, it's Canada. There will be snow. This is actually the last half decent day to do any of this stuff. You know, it's only like -1 or 2 right now. And the next week is going to get down into the -20s. Oh man, some of this is just a mess. It sure does. Okay, so we're right at 24 there. We're only at 25 and a 16th, so it's a little out of square, but it's not awful. Let's check another one here. 24 and a 16. Yeah, that's the same. So it'll be pretty close. I'm just wondering what I can do about this stop block being a bit wonky. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit out. You know, when he's cutting these, he's using a very old radial arm saw. Feels like something might have moved a little bit. So we can check this edge. That should work. So we got that one, and then we will go this way and try to get this one. Yeah, something's not square. I wonder if that's my saw? Let's check the saw. It shouldn't be. The saw should be pretty good. But it's good to check these things. Yeah, that's pretty good. So that amount of not square is the original piece I'm working on. And where's the edge I just cut? And that's the edge I just cut, so I'll put that there. And then we're hopefully cutting this to be a little bit more square. Bring this garbage over. All right, let's see if we made that better or worse. It's 24 and 13. We're still off by a 16th. But now we should be able to get this to fit in here. That should work. Should work. All right, so for better or worse, we're gonna rip up a whole stack of these all at once because I'm lazy. And we'll deal with the plexi after. Oof. Yeah, some of these are one of these things is not like the other. Do we have anything resembling a factory edge? Looks like not. All right, well, we'll separate these stacks since we've got like two clearly different sets here. Start with this straight edge here. What was that? Come again, friend? And everyone tell me how you guys are doing. What you been up to lately? No, it says in the title, it's bug boxes. And I know people don't like watching editing. There's not a whole lot for me to do. So there are a couple of standards of bug boxes. One for like each US coast. So there's like an East Coast and West Coast standard. And these will conform to neither of those. And I asked him about that, and he says that it's because those standards require more work and more material. I've done that in the past, and people don't like to watch me exercise. It kills viewership, hurts the channel long term. So I asked him how he came up with the dimensions that he uses, and it's all based off of what you can get out of I thought about that, but most people don't follow second channel. And then I actually have to be editing the whole time instead of being distracted. So, house is on market. House is on market. So he said it's all based on what you can get out of an 8.5 sheet or 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I'm like, okay. Well, then if this is a standard that makes more sense and it doesn't conform to any of the other standards, you know, he's got enough of a name in the bug collecting community. He could make his own standard. So I might push him to do that a little bit. Okay, that's mostly plexi. Get the wood off the bottom here. But yeah, all the rest of that is plastic. Would have been nice if I had my table saw to do this, but I didn't want to go back to storage and dig it out. So we do it this way. And I can get it done this way. Hey Nick, how you doing? Sorry, say again? The bot's a little bit quiet, and the music's a little bit loud right now. We'll fix that when we get inside. Yes. Double check and make sure these are coming in close to where I want them. Yep. One more stack of wood and then we can try the plexiglass. I don't know how the plexi will react to being cut with the miter saw. I mean, everyone tells me, Journey, that size doesn't really matter. They're boxes to put bugs in. I don't know. What does Twitch chat think? Does size matter? Moved more than I wanted it to. I'm not snippy. Were you around to remind me at the end of that stream? I didn't hear any of that. So like I said, there's two standards of bug box sizes. We're just shooting dust out this way. And well, your healthy sleeping isn't good for my streaming time, so what's your point? I will stream when I have content. And when I don't have content, I will not stream. Oh, gee whiz. Oof. Well, let's grab a couple of these out. Not yet. Bad time of year. But it's the time of year that I had available. Wow. Yeah, okay. Let's see, the table saw is gone. And so is most of the stuff from the garage. I cleaned it out mostly because I had nothing else to do, and I'm gonna have to clean it out eventually anyway, and this will be better for anytime someone does want to come and do a showing. All right, here's hoping this doesn't explode in my face. I think Lucy said something, but I'm not sure. I want to put some paper down because we will be using some glues. Stay. There we go. This can go ready to go back to the garage. This can be brought closer. Well, I have a little bit of stuff to do, so that's nice. Past couple of weeks have been a little bit boring. And GL, a little bit boring. I've gotten a lot of YouTube videos up, !YT. You should go and check out all of them. Everyone should go and check out all of them, but you are included in that everyone, so you should check out all of them. There we go. I don't know how much battery we'll have on this one. Definitely don't want those nails. Santa provided these to use, so we will use these. Well, the light's blinking, so it's not totally dead. You're gonna have to make it that I can understand what you're saying there, Dave. There we go. Get that opened up a bit. And we got some paper towels. All right, let's grab a first stack here. I think this stack looks better, so we're gonna use this. Oh, thank you. Get these out of the way so there's no chance of dripping on the rented furniture. Out of the new ones, Dave, which one's your favorite? Okay, so we got bottom, bottom. These will be the sides. This will be the front, bottom, like that. And this will be the back. And it is not marked for bottom. But that seems like that'll work. All right, let's see what Santa's goofy jig works like, because this is pretty goofy. You like the bird bath one? Wow, this is all forms of awful. This is so... Why is he working like this? My goodness, this is a terrible tool. Okay, yeah, we're not doing this. This is... This is bad. So, like, you got these brass washers here, but then you got these things that actually thread in, except these don't move very well. Wow, that's bad. Okay, we'll get this set up, because this is less bad. Well, that's interesting. I wonder, are they all like that? He did send me a message about it after. Countersunk side of the hole in the front goes on the inside. Yeah, okay. I gotta ask him about this. Because these grooves here, okay, I'm guessing he cuts them out later. Because this is, you know, these sit on a little bar inside the shelf, and that's what lets them slide in and out. But with these not having this little bit routed out here, you can't get it into or off of that. So we'll start preparing one of these and see what his answer is, because if his answer is nope, that's a mistake, don't work on them yet, well then that's kind of end of stream. But hopefully the response is not that. Loosen this up a bit. Loosen that out a bit. Oh, and you guys do let me know if I'm working out of frame. I noticed that a lot of the videos I've been trying to work on, I've been completely out of frame for. So then that'll go like that, that'll get clamped, and then we can tighten this up once it gets glued and nailed. Okay. He says he cuts that out later, so we're good. Let's unstack these so I can get at the plastic and the wood. I was hoping to be able to use both his clamp and my clamp, but his clamp is junk. It's like offensively garbage. Okay, we'll leave that one for later because it's a little bit chipped out. That's a little bit chipped out. We'll start with one that's not chipped out too badly, and we'll get to the chipped out ones later. Well, thank you, MurderCom. The physio stuff is not very accessible right now, but thank you for helping to take care. Oh boy. This is not how I want that to go. Not how I want that to go at all. I have been doing my physios every night when I do my biking though, so I'm still trying to take care. All right, let's try one of the ones with the clear plastic instead of the paper, because I am not enjoying the paper ones right now. Hey, look how easier that goes. Look how easier. Ta-da! All right, so we'll make sure that this is at an appropriate tightness so that we can get these pieces separated a bit. Let's get the bottom in first. Let's give the bottom a quick wiperoo. How's MurderCon been? And I'm gone for 2 weeks and no one has any news of what's going on in their life? How about what you got plans for the holidays of? There we go. There we go. Oh man, these are awkward. There. There. No bottom on that one. Okay, well, this is going to be a slow process. That's fine. Oh, what have I got for cardboard? I don't really want to cut that one up. How about something from the garbage? Actually, I've got cardstock. That is not the cardstock. There it is. Need one at the top and one closer to the bottom because these actually get cut after. All right, let's back that off a bunch. There. That's a pretty good depth. There. Yeah, well, we'll pop this off and get that back in place after. With the 3 sides on, we should be able to try to slide this thing in. So Santa designed these, and he designed them to be effective on materials, but not necessarily effective on time to build. And I hope I can figure out some ways to streamline things a little bit as we go. Because this is not a great process so far. Okay, let's get a clamp on this and then try to get nails going the other direction. We are building some of Santa's bug boxes that he made parts for, but had not assembled. So we are assembling them. There. It gives me a little bit of something to do because I have been quite bored. It does a favor for Santa, and then he'll want to keep co-signing for me because I do favors. And it's a little bit of stream content. Now, he only really does the ones from the side. I guess he would want the front to look a little bit tidier. Does he do the ones from the back? No. All right, well, I was overkilling it a bit on that one, but that's okay. That one can be a little bit overkilled. And man, these lids are going to be a little bit questionable, for sure. The worst part is the plexi for this stuff is super expensive. So that is front, bottom. That is back, bottom, side, and side. Oof. Not his best work there with that router. All right. The bases came out okay. We'll maybe make a decision about having to cut these down just a hair based on how the tops keep going. Let's try to make life a little bit easier. Stack up some paper under the middle so it'll sit at mostly the right height. Because the way these bottoms keep falling out, not super duper fun. So if I can get them to sit up a little bit higher, life should be a little bit easier. There we go. That'll hold that up. That should slide in almost nicely. Almost nicely. All right. Well, let's get... Hey, Mr. Darkstorm, how goes, friend? Let's get some glues on here. And he wants it nailed in from the side. Makes the front look prettier. Oop, 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 problem. Well, I guess that's not a problem. We can put the front on last. Well, it's not sold yet, if that's what you mean. Oh, wrong way. Not yet. It's not a great time of year to put a new listing up, but it's the time of year that I've got. Okay, going from the sides. There we go. The realtor and I went and looked at another one that came up on the market. And I knew it was like completely not comparable at all. No showings yet. But, you know, I told him, I'm bored, let's go look at this one. So he booked it up for today. A bug box is a box you put bugs in. And we went and had a look at it, and oh boy, it was a... It was one we could make a video out of, that's for sure. There we go. So, it's a box. See, it's a box. This is a finished version. And then the lid comes off somehow. There we go. Lid comes off, and then you can take these bugs and you can put the bugs in the box. I'll put this one in upside down just to see if he notices. So that is a bug box. And he has made the pieces for most of these, sort of. No, this is... Oh, hello, welcome. My name is Moose. I'm a real estate investor. I bought this house, blah, blah, blah. I'm waiting for the house to sell. My co-signer is one of the most prolific and noted entomologists in the world, which has nothing to do with him co-signing, but that's his side hobby. And he's recently had some corrective knee surgery, which means he's not very capable of anything right now. And as a favor to him, I'm taking the pieces that he sort of prepared and am finishing them into usable boxes is the plan for today. Oh man, some of these are just big gap here. How much you care about gaps in the lids. And I will show a picture. Take picture. Focus. So he had prepared the rough pieces for me, or for him for later, whatever. And they were not super duper square. So I'm trying to make up for that a little bit, but I don't have my table saw available right now. Which makes that problematic. These miters are also not perfect. That's sort of what we can do for that one. Let's get it clamped a bit. Dang, Kirk. It's been like, what, 4 years since we've talked? How are you doing? I hope all is well. I know you got busy with family stuff and had to put the Twitch stuff aside, but I hope things are good. This is where I assemble stuff because I don't have a heated shop. Okay, we got 2 there. So is Winter. No, that's why I'm inside. Unsquare. Give me a second, friends. Yeah, so he does, so this is the finished version. And he will come along on the table saw and cut through here. And then that separates the top here. And then after, he can come along and put in these bits here. And then you got a box. Now he says he does not want there to be gaps that, so like this sort of thing is a bit of a problem. And this sort of thing over here is a bit of a problem. The stuff he gave me was quite unsquare. We'll let that dry a bit and see if we can pick out better ones. Like I was able to get yep. I did get these two edges cut fairly square, but it's the variation here that without my table saw I don't have a great way to solve. This one is a bit bigger, so we'll see what we can do about peeling the paper off of these. He says, let him know if new plastics are needed. He had a friend catching the plastic and pulled quite a bit, so unsquare is not surprising. Okay. I'll do what I can. How bad if the sides get cut down 1/4? Man, that is bad, because then he would need a different frame. So these will all go into big frames with just rails in them to fit them in. So you could shorten them up this way, that wouldn't be a problem. But if the plastic isn't wide enough, .217. Then how long are these? That is not a useful number. Looks like he was aiming for 16 5/8. .5. That is a lot of hours. Thanks for hanging out that long. Okay, so the front and back are a little longer. No, it's just, yeah. All right, so what if we go inside the groove? No. What if we go inside the groove? We start at 10. We got 17 and like 30 seconds. Is he aiming for 17 and an eighth, or what's going on here? Is right on. I think he's aiming for 17 and an eighth. Or maybe just 17. Now, if it was 17 and an eighth, let's see how out of square this is. $23 3/4 by 23 3/4. So this one might be okay. 16 1/4. It's too small though. 16 3/4. Okay, it's too small and it's crooked. That's an interesting trick. So we've got 16 7/8 here. And 16 3/4 here. So we're off by 1/8 of an inch. But our diagonals match up, which typically would tell you that it should be square. Like those are perfectly lined up diagonals. But what that means is, and I can sort of like eyeball see it, this corner is a little bit acute, which makes this corner a little bit obtuse. So this being shorter than here and the whole thing being tilted, not enough that it would make that much difference. So if we try to get this guy in here, that's okay. That's better. Like, it's so close. Let's give it a go and see what happens. Like, even that's just, well, that's pretty straight. Let's give it a go and see what happens. Just trying to think of what I could do to actually fix the plastic issue, because the plastic's expensive, that wouldn't require changing the front and back dimensions. Or the length of the front and back, because the length of the front and back determine how far apart the sides are. And the sides need to be pretty close to the same distance apart for them to fit in his shelves. So if you can't keep the sides the same distance from each other, then they might be falling out of the shelves a little bit more than he would like. Like, his stuff falls out anyway because it's whatever, right? But having that happen more would be bad. Like, if I had messed up the hardboard, it's fine, whatever. This stuff's like 20 bucks a sheet, and I can get a lot out of a sheet. How many can I get out of a sheet? For, 96 divided by 17. 5 by 97 divided by 17. Yeah, still 5. 49 divided by 17 by 2. So I could get 10. So it would be like 2 sheets to replace it all for the hardboard at the bottom. But the acrylic, see, like, that's pretty good left to right. It'll be the front to back that might be a bit of an issue here. Well, we can fiddle with that later. Well, let's fiddle with that now. Because this is the side that's close to me. Well, this one should be okay. So we'll get this one put together. Come on, there we go. And we'll fuss that bottom piece in a minute. That's a problem. But it'll hold it while the glue dries, and then I can fuss that up later. Better. There, that's those two. B for bottom that way. Anyone have suggestions on how to deal with the poorly pre-cut stuff? That battery in a minute. Yeah, the bottom's at the bottom, that's good. Okay, and then we can See, like, oh man, it's so close to working. So we can get a clamp on it.